Hello, everybody. I told you guys that if I found out more information that I would jump on and bring it to you live. So that's what I'm doing. We have got prosecution offices going mad, courts going mad, everybody's losing their mind. So we've got a bunch of stuff to go over here. I want to give my opinion on a few things. Kind of backfired. The one case, the Morphew case kind of backfired. But the Vallow Daybell case, I think there's some information that is there that people really aren't seeing with what they are trying to do with the firing of Mark Means. So I'm going to wait until a bunch of people get in here. If you guys can smash that like button, it lets everybody know that we are live. Gets everybody in here so we can get started on this information that I have come across. Good morning, Cindy and Tina. Good afternoon to those who are in afternoon. Let's get everybody in here. I need at least a mod in here. This was on the fly, you guys, so let's give it a few. Hello, K.A. Mari. Hello, and how are you? Good to see you. If I ask you guys, please smash that like. Let everybody know that we're gone live with this. And I'll get this information out to you. Hello, everybody. Judy, Tina, Christy. Hello, everybody. Hello, Kim. Welcome. Just waiting for a bunch to get in here so we can get started. Hello, Ronnie, Sammy. Kim, if I missed you, I don't know if I missed you. Hello, Dory. Got some breaking news. We got some interesting news. And I've got my own little tidbit I want to share with you guys regarding the Vallow Daybell case and why I believe the prosecution did what they did when they did it. And it's just my own observation on it and my own thinking. I think it's brilliant if this is why they've done it, but I'm going to get into that once we get a bunch of people in here so I don't have to repeat it all. Good afternoon, 52 here, freezing. Oh gosh, it's not warm here either. There's Miss Missy. Okay, I've got a mod in here so we can get going quickly. Hello, Missy. Thank you for coming. There's my sister. My sister's in here too. She has no idea about this yet. So thank you, Faith. Hello, Lisa, Tina, Dory, everybody coming in. Thank you. And thank you for smashing that like. 27 likes with 48 people in here. Let's smash that like button, please. Get the news out that we are live. That helps by hitting the like button. Helps with the algorithm. This is going to be interesting. You got a minute or so. Just click out a chat, hit that like, and come on back in. We got 29 now. Thank you. 51 viewers, 29 likes. Hello, Joan Capel. Hello, everybody coming in. I think we're going to start with what I think is brilliant, and then we are going to get into some stuff with the Morphew case, which I thought at first could be very brilliant. The same thing with the Vallow Daybell. I thought maybe they had gotten on the same page there with some stuff because it's amazing. But this is my way of thinking. Hopefully this is why the prosecutors have done what they did, but now I've just found out within the last 15-20 minutes that that's not what's happening in the Morphew case, but it was brilliant if that's what they were attempting to do. Okay, welcome to your first live, Dory. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Okay, so the first thing I want to go over, let's start with the Daybell Vallow case. I think this is brilliant, okay? With the prosecution filing, if we remember correctly, okay, I'm just going to give a little bit of back. Hello, Jack. Hi, number one best mama. Hello, everybody coming in. I think it's brilliant in a way, because if you think back, it was May or something like that Lori's defense team, AKA Mark Means, has decided that she is not competent. They're going to send her away, blah, blah, blah. In July is when the prosecution decided, they let it go for a bit. So when we got the first competency results back, she was still found incompetent. So now they're giving her this 6 months or whatever, right? So what I find is interesting is the way the prosecution did this with getting rid of Mark Means and the reasonings that they gave. I'm not so sure that that's the absolute reason why they wanted him removed. Now, this is what's come to light in my mind since yesterday, okay? What's happening now is, hello, blessed beyond measure. We've got two big things to go over. One is with the Morphew case, and right now we're going over the Vallow Daybell thing with Mark Means being disqualified. Now, the thing is with this, like everybody's getting fed up, right? With Lori pretending to be incompetent. Well, I think, and this is in my own mind because this is what I would have done. She, I think, has a thing for Mark Means. Mark Means may have a thing for her. And now they've disqualified him. Okay? Now, here's some tidbits for you guys. The thing is, as a defendant, you are entitled to choose whatever lawyer you want. Now, with the prosecution saying, look he's violated court procedures, he's doing this, he's doing that, he's perjured himself, we want him removed from the case because this is dragging on with Lori. Keep this in mind, you guys, that they're getting peeved off because Lori's playing this game and her case has been stayed because she's playing incompetent. What's the best way to get her to say she's competent, right? To stop this game that she's playing. Let's take away her prized possession, her lawyer. Okay? She has already made it clear she will not work with Jim Archibald. Okay? Jim Archibald was placed on the case by the courts to work with Mark Means because he is death penalty case qualified, whereas Mark Means is not. But Mark Means was still on the case. Okay? So what's the best way to push this fast to get this competency crap that she's playing get gone? We'll use a famous saying, get gone, and get her back in court to face her charges. Let's take away her prized possession lawyer. Okay? Now, the thing is, being that she is incompetent right now, she can't fight it. Right? She can't fight it. Well, yes, Missy, this is a circus. But you know what? The prosecution, I think, this is brilliant. They're starting to play on the level of Mark Means. Okay? I think if this is why they did this, I think it's brilliant. She's playing incompetent. Well, let's play back. Because everybody knows you want to play with me, go ahead and play with me, but I'm coming back at you tenfold. Okay? So let's take away Lori's prized lawyer that she loves to death because she won't work with Jim Archibald. She has already stated that and already made it clear. She wants Mark Means. Okay, so let's take away Mark Means. She can't even fight it because you know why? She says she's incompetent. So she's not competent to make that decision. Right? Follow me, you guys. You following me? Did the prosecution do this on purpose to force Lori out of her game of incompetency? Because the only way she can fight to get her prized lawyer back is to prove that she's competent and able to do so. Right? What do you think? If this is what they're doing, it's brilliant because I'm going to tell you something. If she is deemed competent, she can fight this and she can win and have Mark Means back on this case. The defendant is allowed to choose any lawyer of their choosing. But she can't do that, and she can't fight for that if she's deemed incompetent. So let's force her hand. Let's take her prized possession lawyer. I think I was laying in bed like last night and I couldn't sleep, and I started thinking about this, and it's like, if this is why the prosecution did this, it's brilliant. And if not, they did something brilliant without even knowing. Okay? I don't think the prosecution realizes what they did was brilliant. Not only did they get this idiot off the case with these fake and phony and frivolous motions and this and that and wasting court's time, not only did they get him taken off and lying, perjuring himself, and conflict of interest, which a waiver was signed, but you can't sign a waiver in a death penalty case. So, okay, that could be fought. But when push comes to shove, you are entitled to have any lawyer you choose to represent you. But I'm going to say it again. You got to be competent to make that decision. So if this is not what the prosecution, a driving force and why the prosecution wanted Mark Marines off this case, they were brilliant without even knowing it, because this could very well force Lori to stop playing this game of incompetency, because the only way that she can fight to get Mark Means back on her team is to be competent enough to file a motion on her own, because she will not work with Jim, to file a motion to be heard and to demand that she has the lawyer of her choice. What do you guys think? Let's get this one out of the way first. You think so, you guys? You think I'm onto something here? Do you think that the prosecution realized this, or they just did something without even knowing what they did? Thank you, Karen. This is my mind, and this is how I think, because I had to be pretty sneaky when I was doing some private investigation for one of the law firms that I worked for. And I had to find people. I had to get very sneaky and come up with very sneaky means as to how I can get these people served, or watch what they're doing, or get information. I had to be very sneaky. I was very good at it. So when my mind got working on this last night, everybody's saying, yeah, well, I've got 3 or 4 people agreeing with me, but it's brilliant, right? We all know she's faking this, right? What better way for her to give up the game of being incompetent than to take away her prized possession lawyer? And the only way she can get him back is to file a motion and demand she has the lawyer of her choice. But she can't do that if she's incompetent. I think it's brilliant. Firebee says, I think they knew what they were doing. If Lori fights for Mr. Means, she can actually get him back on the case. Yes, you are entitled as a defendant to have whatever lawyer you choose. You can have whoever defend you that you choose. You can have somebody that's not even a lawyer, but they would still have to have a Jim Archibald there because he's a death penalty certified. You can choose whoever you want to do. You can defend yourself. You're not a lawyer. You can defend yourself. You can have whoever you choose. So yes, she can fight for Mark Means, but she has to be competent to do that. Get what I'm going with that? I don't think the prosecution knew how brilliant what they did was. She does have a death penalty lawyer. Jim Archibald is assigned to her case as death penalty qualified lawyer. But she won't work with him. She doesn't want nothing to do with him. She won't talk to him. Everything was going through Mark Means. And Mark Means discussed with Jim what was going to be happening. She refused to even discuss anything with Jim. So now her prize lawyer is gone. Elizabeth, no. She can, Elizabeth says Mark Means will not be allowed back in this case. That's not true. You are entitled to have whoever you choose represent you. And yes, there is another, you have to have a death certified lawyer there. She does. Jim Archibald. Okay? He is going to be still working this case. But so far as to date, she refuses to talk to him. And that's still okay. He has to be on this case and in that courtroom because there's going to be certain things that come out in a death penalty case that Mark Means or any other criminal lawyer who's not death certified really doesn't have the knowledge to fight. So as long as he is still sitting there, she could have my grandmother go and defend her if she wanted. Okay? So if even if Mark Means, which could very well be Mark Means gets disbarred, even if he gets disbarred, she can still say, this is the person I have defending me. Doesn't have to be a lawyer anymore. You can defend yourself. You're not a lawyer. We've seen that happen in many cases where people defend themselves. You're not a lawyer. You're not death case certified. You can defend yourself. You can have your sister defend you if you want. As long as the court has a death certified lawyer on the case sitting there in court to hover over and make sure things are being done correctly. So yes, he can be still on the case, and she, by law, can demand it. Okay? So that's number one. Let's get on to number two, you guys, because I do have the updated read being released, I believe, around 2 o'clock. The updated read on the Dylan case. The little boy that went missing. I did an updated read, and that is the description. Everything's being done now. That will be released at 2 p.m. So I want to get this done by 2 p.m. So the next thing is the Morphew case, Barry Morphew. Okay, so the same thing basically has happened in the Barry Morphew case. Okay, now this happened yesterday, but I wanted to do this live so we could go over everything and the similarities. The prosecution has now dropped. We know that if you already know about this, please don't say anything in chat. Let me get through this. We know that the defense, Barry Murphy's lawyers, are trying to get Judge Murphy off the case. They want him off the case because of Shoshana Drake, that he has already presided over some of her case. Shoshana Drake is on the witness list for the Barry Morphew trial. So this is what's happened. The prosecution has now dropped all charges and ended the case with Shoshana Drake. She's free to go. She's done with her court case. I believe they did that in the hopes that now that he no longer is dealing with Shoshana Drake, that he would be kept on the case. Not so. Another higher court has granted the defense's motion to have Judge Murphy off the case. So Judge Murphy has been released from working the Barry Morphew case. Now that could be good or that could be bad. We have this case coming. The trial is supposed to start in May. Is this going to set the trial back? I don't know. So I'm going to have to keep my eyes out for that to see if they are now going to change the trial date for Barry Morphew. Barry Morphew's trial was supposed to start this coming May. So Dark A, whatever. Dracula. I'll call her Dracula. Her name really isn't of importance to me. But anyway, they've dropped all charges against her. And the case has been dropped. I think that they had tried to do that to maybe keep Judge Murphy on Dracula, on Barry Morphew case, but a little too late. The court, a higher court has granted his dismissal. So now they are going to be waiting on a district administrator. They're going to have to contact the Chief Justice in order to get a new judge on this Barry Morphew case. Yes, Cindy, how is your uncle doing? Also, let me get into my email for a minute because there's somebody in here. Oh, no, it wasn't in here. Where was it? Give me a second, you guys. I think it was, just give me a second. I'm looking for something here, you guys. Okay, Marie Burks, are you in the room? Marie, are you in the room? I don't know if you've got my message. Marie Burks left a message on a comment under my live yesterday and said, Willow, I just found out that my son in law's niece just went missing today. She went out on a date with a guy from Tinder, and her mom received a text from her at 4 a.m. saying she needed help. Please pray for her. As soon as I read this, Marie, I don't know if you're in the room here, but I did comment on that a while back. That I believe she's still alive. And if there's anything that you need from me, a read or anything, I will do that for you free of charge, Marie. Just contact me. Yeah, so I don't know what's going on there, you guys. Marie Burks is usually always in here, so I'm a little bit concerned. But as I sit here, even right now, I do not feel she has passed. I don't see her in. Has anybody seen her in here? Sister, have you heard anything from Marie? Marie Burks is always in here, you guys. So I am a little bit concerned. Maybe they haven't found her yet, or they're out doing searches or whatever. So let's all say a prayer, please, that her little niece, I don't even know how old she is, but she went out on a date with a guy from Tinder. So I'm assuming she's at least 18. Yeah, okay, thanks, Missy. So she's got to be at least 18, hopefully. Let's all say a prayer, please, that Marie Burks, she is one of our most loyal subscribers here. Let's say a prayer for her niece. Yeah, I haven't seen her either, so they may be out doing searches or whatever. But I hope she sees this. I know she watches every video I put out, but I am not feeling that she is gone. She, like, deceased. I do not feel that at all. Sorry for the cough. It is getting better. I've done a lot of reads this morning, so that's why my throat is starting to act up, but it is 100% better since this gas leak has been fixed. I did do a little read. I didn't have time to do very much. I just pulled a few cards. I'm not seeing her as deceased. I'm seeing bad choices, though. So I do believe that she is still alive. So if they are out searching, that's a good thing because she needs to be found. And I do feel she's going to be found. She may be a little roughed up. She may be a little scared, but I do feel she's going to be found. I do not feel that she has passed. So keep searching. If you guys have not found her, keep searching. And maybe she has been found and they are dealing with that. Excuse me. I don't know. Oh, I'm coughing like crazy. And that's the first thing since this morning that it's gotten that bad. So, yes, let's all say a prayer for that. And like I said, I do feel like she is still alive. So I think she is scared. But I do think that she will be found. And that's just on the few cards that I got pulled. Cindy says, I'll keep an eye out for her on other channels. Okay. She's always in here. So if she's not in here, they could be out searching or they could have found her and maybe the family's dealing with that. But I feel that the outcome is going to at least be somewhat good. I do not think she is passed. I'm going to leave that there. Yeah, she's here all the time, all the time. Emma says, I was 18. I went on a date and met him, and I came back 6 months later, ended up moving in with him. Horrible decision. She's 18, making not so good. Emma, I don't know her age. I wasn't given her age. I'm assuming, and we all know don't assume because it makes an ass of you and me. A lot of girls lie and say that they're 18 to get on this site. So I don't know how old she is. But let's pray for that. Okay. So see, bad decisions can be made. Okay. But I do feel she is okay. She's not deceased. So hopefully they are still out looking for her. And I do feel she's going to be found. So let's keep our fingers crossed and say a little prayer for that to happen and her be brought home safely. But yeah, I do find it a little odd that she is not in here. So yeah. Okay, so I'm a little upset with myself here, you guys, because I've been doing reads. It's going on 1:30 in the afternoon here. I've been doing reads since about 8 a.m. this morning, and I did not cough once. But then I did turn my heater on, so that could be helping to dry out my throat. But even my sinuses, my breathing, and everything has been really good because where they found the gas leak that I told you guys about yesterday is right below me in the basement, in the corner of the house where my office is. It was right underneath there where it comes into the side of the house. So yes, members are family, and we do watch out for our members. So putting that out there, she did put it so everybody could see it. It was on the comment section of my last live, of the Lori Vallow live that I did yesterday. So I'm not bringing out anything that's not public knowledge. Yes, thank you, Crystal. I'm looking for Marie Burks. She put a comment in the comment section of the Lori Vallow motions video I did yesterday, saying that her son-in-law's niece went missing. She went out on a date with a guy from Tinder. Her mom received a text from her at 4 a.m. stating she needed help. And then she says, please pray for her. Gave her name Leslie. Thank you, Willow. Much love, Marie. So I did respond to her a few hours back saying, Marie Burks, oh my God, my thoughts and prayers are with you and your family. But please let me know if you need anything. But I do feel she's alive, praying for a safe return. So I do believe, and I'm still not getting any weird vibes or shivers or anything. I do believe that she is still alive. So hello, everybody coming in. If I missed you, Fluffy Hedgehog, hello, Judy, Comtoot, Vera, Christy, hello, everybody coming in. I'm sorry if I've missed you, Crystal, Emma. I think I got everybody. Karen Gillette, Lorna McKenzie, everybody coming in. Yeah, I'm good. I went to the doctor's. I just got back not long ago, and he had said, rest my voice. So I will be taking a break. I will be doing the mini reads on Sunday, but after that, I will be taking a few days break because he says I need to rest my throat. So I got the reads done that I did this morning. There will be one released. It's it'll be released around 2:00 today. The updated read on Dylan. Hello, Bojo wife. Bojo wife, it's one of our subscribers, Marie. Her brother-in-law's niece has gone missing after going on a date with a Tinder date. But I am seeing that she is okay. She's still alive. So she's always in here, Marie. So, yeah, Cindy, everything's good. Everything's good. Yeah, it is scary. I'm just glad it was caught when it was. Like, everything's cool. Everything's fine. It could have been a lot worse, but now I know why I was getting this itchy, dry coffee. Like, I'm a smoker to begin with, so I do cough once in a while, but the way I was, and the dryness and the headaches and stuff like that, yeah, it is scary. So thank God for that. I don't know why that carbon monoxide detector went off, because I don't think it's carbon monoxide. Carbon monoxide is like the exhaust from your furnace or something like that. Or it could be the gas too. I don't know. But the carbon monoxide detector kept going off. So I thought it was just the battery. So I changed the batteries, put it back, and then it went off again. So I brought another one down from upstairs, brought it down, but it didn't go off. So I ended up calling the fire department. Fire department came with all their little doohickey things there, little meters of everything, and they checked everything. And that's when they found the leak. They called the gas company, who immediately came and fixed it. And I went out and bought 3 brand new carbon monoxide detectors, almost $200. But I mean, $200 saving your life. Yes, I'm putting one on each floor. But yeah, the doctor said it's fine. He did give me some stuff for my throat and told me to rest, do not be doing readings and lives and all that, to rest my throat. And here I am. I'm a rebellion like that. Yeah, I'm only going to take a couple days, Crystal. I did do a bunch of readings this morning. I've got one more private read that's already paid for that I got to do. So I'm going to get that one done. And then I'm not going to do any reads or anything unless something pops off. I've got to stay off lives and everything until Sunday. And then Sunday, I will be doing the mini reads. And then I will probably take a couple more days, depending on how my throat does. Like, as you can see now, by now I would have been hacking and coughing and choking and everything about 30 times by now. So it is getting better. But I'm going to take his advice. Like I said, I got one more read to do, and then I will take a break until Sunday. Oh, Fluffy. Fluffy says you guys get them free. We don't. We have to pay for them. And thank you, my sister, putting up all the links. Thank you. Thank you for my mods for being here. So yeah, I'm okay. Let's get back. So now we know that Judge Murphy has been taken off the case, in the Barry Morphew case. He's gone. They will be appointing the Chief Justice will appoint another judge to the case. I don't know if that's going to push back his trial date starting now. His trial date was scheduled to start in May of 2022, which is just around the corner. I don't know if that date's going to be changed now. I will keep an eye on that for you guys. Now, the Valo Daybell thing, this is going to get interesting. I am anxious to see if Lori miraculously is going to become competent. Because I think that they're pushing. You gotta, that's why I fight fire with fire. You want to play these games? We're going to play them back. We're going to take your prized possession away from you, which is Mark Means. Gone. Gone. Bye-bye. See you later. Now what, Lori? You won't talk to Jim Archibald, the only one, although Jim Archibald is not going to be removed from the case. He's going to be staying on this case. I believe she was talking to Mark Means, who then discussed things with Jim, because Lori wants absolutely nothing to do with this Jim guy. She wants Mark Means. So I think that this is going to force Lori to all of a sudden become competent. But it's going to be like a Christmas miracle. Miracle. She's going to become competent, because that's the only way that she can fight to get her prized possession back, which is Mark Means. She's going to have to go to court and demand her choice of lawyers, which is Mark Means. Oh, I believe Mark Means is that at the bare minimum, he's going to get sanctions. He could also be charged criminally, and he could also be disbarred. But as we all know, you don't have to be a lawyer to represent somebody. You can represent yourself in a murder case, as long as you have a death case qualified lawyer present, which she does. That's why this Jim Archibald is going to be staying there. Lady of Angels, you can check out my live that I did yesterday. I did a whole live on it. and why he was removed. Mark Means is off the case. He has been dismissed from the case. He's been bye-bye. But Lori can still demand Mark Means. But she has to be competent to make that decision. Mark Means is being removed for conflict of interest, perjury, all the frivolous things that he's been doing, a whole list of things. You're going to have to go and see my live from yesterday. Oh, she probably can't, Vera. There's no way that she's going to be able to control him. But I think she has a thing for Mark Means. And I think there's a lot of flirty things that go on there with Mark Means. And Mark Means does exactly what she wants to do, whether it's ethical or not. He does it for her. So what Lori wants, Lori gets from Mark Means. So there's, and she is entitled to have whoever she chooses. But she has to be competent to make that decision. Okay? She has to be competent to fight the reasons why the prosecution wants him removed. She has to be competent to understand those reasons and to fight those reasons. But bottom line is, she is entitled to have whomever she wants to have. So the court did the right thing by removing him for conflict of interest. But if she demands Mark Means be her lawyer, there is nothing that by the court removing him, they protected themselves against problems later on down the line. Now, if she demands him back, she has the right to have who she wants. He can be brought back as her lawyer. But by doing what the court did by removing him, they protected their own arses and protected reason for the case to be thrown out or retried. They've protected their butt. Yes, I do believe Mark Means has been wasting court time. So, but like I said, anybody, you can have anybody represent you. Anybody you want, including yourself. Even though you're not a lawyer, you can represent yourself. So she can have, even if he gets disbarred, she can still have him represent her. I mean, there may be some ethical things going on there, but if he gets disbarred, he's got nothing to lose anyway by trying it, right? And being that she has the right to her choice of whoever is going to represent her, as long as Jim Archibald is still on the case like he is right now, I don't think there's really much they can do to stop it. It's your fundamental right to have who you choose. So what do you guys think? Do you think Mark Means is going to be brought back? Do you think he's going to be disbarred? Do you think, at the very least, he's going to have sanctions? The very least. Okay? He could be charged criminally. He could be disbarred. Willow, if she does become all of a sudden competent, do you think they will push Chad's trial back to keep them joined? I think that the trials will still be joined. I think then there's going to be more fighting. I don't know how Jim Archibald feels about it, but I know John Pryor wants the trials separated. So I think there still would be a fight for a separation of trials. So they have separate trials. So I don't think that would affect Chad's. But they've also put it so far out into 2023 that it gives time. If she does become all of a sudden competent, it gives almost a year to prepare. So I don't think those dates will be moved. The only time the dates may be changed is if the trials are separated. And there's a good chance that could happen. yeah, so I'm going to be watching for the Morphew case really close. There's still not a lot of things being put publicly into the record there. So I'll be keeping an eye on that to find out what judge is going to be appointed now in the Barry Morphew case. Lady of Angels. Also, I got this directly from YouTube. Even though you have the notifications, like say for my channel and other channels that you follow, even though you have your notification bell on, if you have notifications turned to off for the YouTube app itself, you won't get the notifications. So you have to go into your settings on your device and make sure on the YouTube app itself, you have notifications set to on, as well as having notifications for each channel that you follow. What do you think of what happened yesterday in the Shoshana Dark? Yeah, we discussed that, Bojo wife. The prosecution has dropped all charges against her. And I believe that was in the hopes of trying to keep Judge Murphy on the case, but it was a little bit too late. But yeah, and they have her as a witness on the prosecution list for the Barry Morphew trial. So they did drop all charges against her when she went on Barry Morphew's old property, that trespassing. The owners of that, the new owners of that property, did still want to proceed with the charges, but the prosecution said they didn't feel like they'd have enough for a conviction, so they're dropping. I believe they dropped the charges to try and save Judge Murphy from being removed from the Morphew case, because Shoshana Drake is on the witness list for the prosecution in the Barry Morphew case. But it just came a little too late. I don't think Judge Murphy did a big boo-boo when he had anything to do with Shoshana Drake's Dark Gate, whatever her name is, Dracula's case. He should have steered far clear away from that. He never should have involved himself in that. Maybe it was done intentionally. Who knows? Maybe he wanted off the case. I don't know. But any judge to make that kind of rookie error, I think it was intentional. That's just my opinion. Yeah, like I said, the notification issues can be because they have actual YouTube notifications turned off. Cassie, Willow, I want to thank you for what you do. I pray for a great, happy, and healthy new year for you. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm not feeling that getting rid of Judge Murphy is a bad thing. I just think it was a shitty way to go about it. And I do believe that it was done intentionally. I do believe, as much as I don't like Barry Morphew's lawyers, I do believe that Judge Murphy did that intentionally. My opinion only. Yeah, you could try resetting it too. Turning notifications on and then off again, off and on again. Yeah, they had more than enough evidence. I think that it was an attempt to, just like what I think is happening in the Valo Daybell case with taking Mark Means away. It's kind of forcing Lori. Lori's going to take a hissy fit because her prized possession's gone. All of a sudden, I think she's going to become competent so she could fight this and have Mark Means back on the case. But she would have to be competent to do that. So I do believe that he did that intentionally. I think Murphy wanted off this case. Like, that's a rookie mistake that he made, having anything to do with the Shoshana Darky case at all. Rookie mistake. Yes. I hope things are getting better there for you, Cindy. Know that you are in our prayers. We love you and we are always here for you. But yes, I believe it was done intentionally. It's almost like these two prosecutors now are starting to fight fire with fire. That's why I named this the way I did. starting to fight fire with fire. You want to go to these levels and you want to play in this circus. We're gonna become some clowns in that circus with some hidden agenda. Yes, let's send out some prayers for Cindy and her family. She's got a lot going on there too. And I just can't imagine how difficult this has been for you and your family. So with that, you guys, I did say if I found anything that I would jump on. So I'm going to get off so I can finish this read that I have to do. Get that done so I can rest my voice for a few days, you guys, so I can be chipper like a chipmunk for Sunday for the mini reads. Sorry I didn't get them done last Sunday, the day after Christmas. I was just in no shape, and that wouldn't be fair to do that without being at 100% for you guys. So I'm going to let you guys know there's an updated read that's going to be released in 15 minutes for members only. So if you have joined memberships, you are going to get to see it first. 2:30, I will release it to the public. But for those of you who do have memberships, you're going to get a sneak peek at it before it's released to the public. So be watching for that in about 10 minutes. Actually, as soon as I get off this live, I'm going to release it for members. And then it will be released in a little while after that for the general public. So if you are part of the membership, if you've purchased a membership, you will all be able to see it. Thank you, Crystal. You guys are so sweet. Oh, I can see your picture there. Pretty lady, Crystal. You're very pretty. You're beautiful too. Thank you for that. Okay, so I'm going to let you guys go. I am going to release that for members, the updated read on Dylan Eller, and then it will be released to the general public probably about 30 to 40 minutes later after that, whenever I'm done my private read that I have to do. Yes, please, everybody, have a safe and happy new year. If you drink, do not drive. Call a cab. It's not worth it. It's not worth your life. Hand your keys over as soon as you walk in any bar or any function that you are going to be consuming alcohol. Hand your keys over. Okay? Take a cab home. Come back the next day to get your car. Please do not drink and drive. I want to see each and every one of you here on Sunday. Okay? Call Willow. Call Willow. Hello. Hello. Call Willow. Okay, so with that, you guys, I'm going to let you go. Thank you for joining. Thank you for being here. Please take care of yourselves. Please stay safe. I want to see you all Sunday, this coming Sunday, 11:30 a.m. We will be having the mini reads. I want to see each and every one of you there. Hungover or not, I will be as I don't want to say as a judge. I'll be as sober as a judge because a lot of these judges have some problems. We'll pick you up if you drink too much. Yeah, if I was in the area, believe me, I'm in Canada, so I don't know how I could get to most of you guys. But I do believe that I will be doing a lot of pickups all around me. I have put word out that I am available and sober New Year's Eve for anybody that would like a ride home. And if you want to get up early in the morning before my live starts, I will pick you up and bring you back to pick up your car. All free of charge. So there you go. All your super chats and all stuff like that, you guys, helps out with many different things. And that includes being able to do something like that. Gas is really expensive. I don't know how much it is where you guys are, but it's like $7-8 a gallon where I am. So yeah, it all helps. It all goes into giving back. So there you go. Okay, so I will see you guys all later. Have a safe and happy New Year's. I wish you guys all the best. And I will see you guys all 11:30 a.m. Eastern time, Sunday morning, for a little bit of chit chat and then the mini reads. Okay? See you all then. Love you to the moon and back. Take care. Bye-bye for now.